Hey guys, it's Danny, and for today's quick bite, we're making a rustic turkey and kale soup. Now this soup is a perfect way to use up any of your turkey leftovers you may have hanging around from Thanksgiving. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've got a nice big pot heating up over a medium-high heat, and to that I'm adding 1 tablespoon of olive oil, which is gonna heat up right away because my pot was already hot. 1 small onion that I've chopped up, 2 stalks of celery chopped up. Then we've got 2 carrots peeled, chopped up as well, and 2 cloves of minced garlic. Get that all in your pot with a nice big fat pinch of kosher salt. And basically, we're just gonna let this go for about 8-10 minutes or until the veggies are beginning to look translucent and they're becoming nice and tender. Now, these onions, celery, garlic, and carrots, it's a great base for any homemade soup. And as you guys know from any soup that I've ever showed you, soup does not need to be an all-day affair. You know, start with this base, then add in any extra veggies you have on hand, maybe some beans or leftover meat, along with some water and or broth, and you've got yourself a really quick and healthy, any day of the week, homemade soup. Okay, so my veggies are right where I want them. So next up is a 1/2 pound of small baby potatoes that I've cut up into bite-sized pieces, and about 12 ounces, which is 2 cups, of leftover turkey I had from Thanksgiving, just chopped up into bite-sized pieces as well. Now, if you did not have leftover turkey, no big deal. You could do this with leftover chicken, or you can skip the meat altogether, go vegetarian, and add in a can of cannellini beans. That would be delicious. A 15-ounce can of low-sodium diced tomatoes on top of that. Then we're gonna season it with 1 pinch of salt, just a little bit, and some fresh black pepper. Give it a stir. We'll let this go, another 5 minutes or so. I'm just looking to get a little bit of brown on those potatoes and the turkey, and then we'll finish it up. Okay, so this is looking good. The flavors are all coming together. So I'm gonna add in 4 cups of cold water. You could also use chicken broth or veggie broth here. Any of it would work. Okay, then we're just going to crank up the heat, bring the whole pot to a boil. Just give it a quick stir, make sure everything is mixed together well. This looks good. So I'm curious, guys, have you ever made any Thanksgiving leftover soups or even chilies? And if so, I want to hear all about it. What do you do? What flavors do you use? What's your favorite dish? Put it down in the comments below. Let's share. Sharing is caring. Okay, so this is looking good. And really, guys, all I was looking for here was for a full boil and to make sure that my potatoes were fork tender. So a knife goes right in and out. Once you've got that, you're ready for the last step. I'm gonna add in my kale. I've got 1 bunch of purple kale here that I stemmed and then chopped into bite-sized pieces. And we're gonna get this into the pot, and pretty much once the kale is wilted down, the soup is ready to go. Another 5 minutes or so. Now, kale is one of the most nutrient-dense foods that we can eat, as are most leafy greens, dark leafy greens. So finding ways to incorporate them into your meals is really a very good idea. And just like that, the kale has wilted down. This soup looks gorgeous. I'm gonna shut off the heat and serve it up. Now I like to top mine off with just a little bit of fresh Parmesan cheese and a pinch of spicy red pepper flake. To me, that soup is done. So warm and hearty. This is comfort food at its best. For more simple and nutritious recipes, tips, and ideas, come on over and check out cleananddelicious.com, where you can print out all the recipes, save your favorites to your own personal recipe box, and subscribe to my newsletter. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm Danny Spees, and I'll see you next time with another quick bite. And subscribe to my newsletter, which I almost never send out. So don't worry about it. You won't get a lot of emails.